What's going on, guys? Miles here. Welcome back to my channel. Hello, how are you? Today I want to talk about a little trip. Well, I shouldn't say little trip, but today I want to talk about a trip that I've been on recently. What an incredible experience. I've come to the realization, the conclusion, that I'm not a vlogger. So not a vlogger. I'm not your sort of typical extrovert to just kind of walk around with the camera everywhere. Not my thing. But here I am in studio. Today I want to talk about the recent trip that I took to Paris with my family and why it was so special. A few years back, my dad and I went on this trip together to Paris for the first time. It was actually our first time in Europe for the both of us, and we had such an incredible time. Unfortunately, on that specific trip, it was about 2 or so years ago, my mother was not able to go, and we were all obviously very disappointed by that. We made it our mission to get back out there, all three of us, one day, and we certainly did do that. In making the preparations for the trip, we knew that we didn't want it to just be just a vacation. We wanted to really make it a celebration. As some of you may or may not know, my mother has been dealing for the past 5 or so years, dealing with quite extensive medical issues. And in dealing with those medical issues, it's incredibly difficult for her at times, a lot of the times actually, to get around like a normal person would on a daily basis, and should, as she would want to. She's never been the kind of person to let anything stand in her way in any aspect, and we knew that in planning this trip, we wanted to make it quite the celebration, quite just the best vacation that we've ever been on as a family. And I think, as you're about to see, I think that we definitely achieved that. In planning the trip, we were contemplating back and forth, what could we do, what are the things that we wanted to see. There's so much to do out in Paris, obviously, and the number one thing that we really landed on was that my parents wanted to renew their wedding vows. And we wanted to do it all the way up. We wanted to make it as extravagant as we could. We wanted to make it special for her, as she's not able to travel nearly as much as she would like to. My dad and I love traveling. We travel extensively throughout Europe, and we wanted to make this an incredibly special experience, not just for all of us, but for her in particular. So we made it our mission to plan out a once-in-a-lifetime trip out to Paris for my parents to renew their wedding vows. We did it up. We had a photographer and a personal videographer, a chauffeur for the day of the vow renewal. We had a personal makeup artist, hairstylist that came to our hotel, the whole 9 yards. It was such an incredible experience, and I'm so incredibly fortunate to have the ability to experience these sort of things. So without further ado, I would just quickly like to play our wedding video that we had made. It's just something that I know that my family and I are going to treasure for the 10 year. So without further ado, here's the video.
Bienvenue, Ellen, and bienvenue, Elmer. Welcome to both of you. Also, a warm welcome to you, Mars. We have gathered here in this magnificent setting because throughout the ages, Paris has held deep in its heart a promise of romance and respect for lovers. Ellen and Elmer, you love each other, and we are here to celebrate your love. I, Elmer.
I, Elmer.
Take you, Ellen.
Take you, Arlene.
Once more to be my wife.
Once more to be my wife.
I, Erlen,
I, Arlene,
take you, Elma,
take you, Elmer,
once more to be my husband.
once more to be my husband.
Arlene, almost 29 years ago, you placed this ring on Elmer's finger as a sign of unbroken love, as a promise of care and concern without end. Today, do you repeat that promise and take Elmer again to yourself?
I do.
Elmer, I give you this ring
Elmer, I give you this ring
that you may wear it
that you may wear it
as a continuing symbol
as the continuing symbol
of the renewal of our vows
of the renewal of our vows
that we have made this day in Paris.
that we have made this day in Paris.
Great. Arlene, I give you these rings
Arlene, I give you these rings
that you may wear it
that you may wear it
as a continuing symbol
as a continuing symbol
of the renewal of our vows,
of the
renewal of our vows
a renewal of our vows
that we have made this day in Paris.
that we have made this day in Paris.
There are some. You have reconfirmed your covenant of your marriage by the joining of hands and the exchanging of rings. Therefore, I have both the honor and the privilege to pronounce you renewed as husband and wife. Thank you very much. This is the time to kiss each other.
I hope that you enjoyed that video just as much as I did. My mom, at work, she plays this video on her phone in the background just constantly throughout the day, as well as my dad, and I play it too. I have it saved on my phone. I just can't stop watching it. It was such a magical experience. In fact, it was the vow renewal day was the only day of good weather that we had. In fact, it was absolutely dreary the entire trip, other than just that one particular day. We were out there for 9 or 10 days or something, and that was the one day of sunshine that we had. So the stars aligned, everything worked out perfectly, and we could not have asked for a better experience out in Paris. That is all I have for you today. I just wanted to share that little tidbit of life that we just were able to fortunately live. With all of that being said, I hope that you enjoyed. Stay tuned to this channel for more content coming in the future, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.